What is going on, YouTubeites? Welcome to Lords of the Long Box and the weekly cover price top 10 for the week ending January 24th. Can you believe it's almost February? Shout out to everybody in the live chat. Appreciate you guys for tailgating on this chilly night, depending on where you actually it's chilly everywhere. It's chilly in yeah. Can you hear me?
What's up?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you. So so let's get right into it, boys and girls. Before we get to the cover price top 10, while you guys are congregating, let me play the unofficial Lord's theme song.
If you're happy and you know it, clap 2 times. If you're happy and you know it, clap 2 times. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, are you happy? Hell yeah! What's your
flipping the porn, the microphone, or leaving the broken, or ripping tongue. I wrap it around your throat and leave it choking. I'm able to ride the world for 100 miles, a style a mile a minute. I never flex the muscle, but I flex the microphone like I was on a sports lyric. I like the crowd like the lantern, and rap around the world like the rings around Saturn. Bet you never hear the same rhyme pattern twice. I got more spice than occasion. Quicks mix tied in the eyes on the Asian. I don't exaggerate, damn, I'm great. Some call me Steve, cause I'm so young. I get high than my ride, but I can carry the weight, whether a pound or a ton. Fuck that, black, rolling over brakes like skate. I'm down with ACP, too special K to cornflake. I DOG, any sucker tryna gas me. The KAZG, simply considered crafty. With more fat jokes than Red Fox wrote. You showboat, you couldn't warm it up with hot cocoa and a house coat. We get it swinging like the Red Sox with dreadlocks. I throw on my boots and kick shit tighter than the headlock. Hard like a cock and dropping shit just like a buttocks. I got you constipated, so here's where the shit stop. You jock my dick like a chick and play the kink game. Can't be fly if you can't fly a plane. You can't be a captain if your name ain't Kurt. You can't swing a dribble if your mic don't work. You can't be rapping hip hop if the shit you're rapping's who?
Can't touch it!
Yeah, whoever said that, fuck you.
What's going on, YouTubeites? Thank you for hanging out with us. And it's not like you have a choice. You are literally a captive audience. You're quarantining at home. You may be stuck in snow. You may be stuck in rain, but you're stuck with us. And the age-old question, how many lords does it take to count to 10 backwards? Today, that number is 3. And speaking of, make that number 2. I feel like...
Oh, shit, what happened?
This is like a history of the world. I have these 10 commandments, but I'm pretty sure Otto will come back in. Man, I'll say what's up to the folks.
What's up, everybody? As you can see, back to the Super Bowl. Here we go. 2 more weeks, baby. Chiefs.
Oh, man. I always say, man, not 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. It's just ridiculous, man. But you know what? Actually, I think the Chiefs need it because they had a couple of offensive linemen go down, and they got...
Oh, he out, though, yeah. Fisher's out for sure.
Oh, so. Yeah, but he got Achilles, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Achilles, there's a man, Otto, who... we were just talking about WandaVision, and she heard him, and she blipped him out. Say what's up to the good folks, Otto.
No more Otto is what she said.
I know, really, no more Otto. But you know what? I ended up coming back. What's up, everybody? Good to see you guys on a Tuesday night. You know, my restaurant closed early. It's a little snowing here up in New England. So jumping out with the Lords tonight, having a good time. So good to see everybody. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So once again, this is the Cover Price Top 10. We go over the top 10 selling books of the week as far as units sold and percentage of growth. It's brought to you by our friends over at CovrPrice.com. Go to CovrPrice.com and you can sign up for a 2-week free trial, or you can just sign up and get a full-blown $6.99 a month. $7 a month and get a full-blown membership, and you get to put your price guide in there, collections, trends, see what's going on. My man Ray Jr. was just sent me a message. He goes, yeah, I'm halfway there, and he sends me a screenshot. He put 10,000 books in there.
That's crazy.
10,000. I don't want to tell you how much is worth, but it's up there. It made mine look ridiculous, twice as much as mine. But my man is got that military background, so he's like he's sticking to it. He's like 10,000. Keep on going and going. But also brought to you by our friends over at KRSComics.com. I got the wrong graphic. Go to KRSComics.com. Use discount code LOTLB to get 15% off anything any KRS Comics exclusives, including the KRS mystery box that they have going on right now. Really cool mystery box. That here's the details here. They have the grand prize is a really cool Scotty Young sketch variant. I actually have the original cover of that comic. I just saw it it was a Spider-Gwen Scotty Young cover. I think it was Spider-Gwen, one of those two. But each box, you're going to get guaranteed, you're going to get one 9.8 yellow label exclusive variant and also 4 other KRS Comics variants. Value, it's $150 each, but if you discount code of LOTLB, you get 15% off. So you save like $20-something, nothing to shake a stick at, you know what I'm saying? So there's only 50 of them. So hit up the KRScomics.com right now. Go get yourself a mystery box. Make sure you show it and tag him on KRS Comics on Instagram. Also, our friends at Rocket Comics, tell them the Lord sent you. Tell them 20% off your first pressing order, be it 1 book or 20 books or 50 books. Also, 2 hoodies on me and Otto are wearing today over at the geekyswagshop.com. Use discount code LOTLB to get 10% off anything in the Geeky Swag Shop store. You can get Lords merch, New York Warriors merch, whatever merch, man. Get Gators if you still have to wear masks or whatever, but hoodies are perfect this time of year. I might damn well start getting Lords Parkers or something. It's getting cold out there for you people, man. Even California, we had snow at low elevations. It was crazy. Cats and dogs living together. Human sacrifice. Speaking of that, shout out to my man Jay Salsa doing this Lords of the Long Box piece. He's going to send me a Enter the Lords of the Long Box homage from Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee. How dope is that? But yeah, this is the Cover Price Top 10. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. There's, Jesus Christ, a jump from 15 to 93. So I appreciate all 93 you guys. I would try to shout you out as we go on. I'm going to pay more attention in the live chat. That's why I got these 2 fine young gentlemen counting down the top 10. So let's get right to it, man. So every week there's always 10, but there's always one that almost cracks the top 10, but doesn't quite get there. It makes our list unique. It's a top 11. And this week's runner-up is, that's right, The Hedge Knight. If you had this on, and this, you know what? I'm not going to say I predicted this, but man, anything that gets optioned now, just if there's a comic book based on it, go out and seek it out. The second Game of Thrones prequel series is in development in HBO, and it will be based on Tales of Dunk and Egg, whose first appearance is The Hedge Knight. Upon this news, market trends hit a high sale of $50 for an ungraded raw copy, and a rare 2002 convention variant saw a height of $70 for an ungraded copy. It sold 10 copies, had a 7-day trend of 391%. I know, Zach, you're big Game of Thrones fans like I am. I do believe Egg is Aegon Targaryen the 5th, or one of them, right? Aegon Targaryen?
It's Aegon. It's Aegon, the Night's Watch guy, the old bastard.
Yeah. So Aegon, the one that kind of gave up his throne and ended up being on okay. So this is another kind of prequel to the Game of Thrones series. And if you really want to, I don't think there's any comics based on the stuff that I'm trying to think, but it's just those things, man. It's a leftover from 2020, 2021. Any movie that you don't think or show that's not related to comics, if there's a comic that was made about it, just look at last week's list. We had the Mortal Kombat and some other weird stuff in there. It just goes to show you, man, people right now, anything to do it. If you had this book in your list, tag us on Instagram and I'll send you a Marvel No Prize. If you have The Hedge Knight #1 from 2003 Image Comics, man, because you know what? There was a bunch of Game of Thrones comics that came out while the series was out. Nobody really gave 2 rats asses about it, right? I mean, think about it.
Yeah. It seems like, and honestly, these books, it seems like COVID made all these books hit. You know what I mean? Right. Like, because we had that time period where we're getting no comics, and then it just like popped, dude. Anything that was anything was hit, and it seems like it's kind of carried over. I mean, that's just my opinion, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, because the last season people poo-pooed on it big time, because if you don't know, last season of Game of Thrones was basically off script. It was, I mean, we're still waiting for Martin to drop the last book or book 7, whatever it is.
Last 2. That guy ain't gonna do that shit. He's gonna die before that happens.
Dead. He's a tugboat captain.
But I still enjoyed Game of Thrones, man. I was one of the few series where people were like, really, I mean, season 6 was actually just phenomenal. I think like season 6, right up there with like the last season of Breaking Bad, is one of my favorite for Game of Thrones, even to the point where I got my lady to watch it. So I sat through and watched the entire series again with her, and I caught so much more on the second viewing. Right. And we watched it a third time. during COVID. And you pick up so much subtle things because now you know all the spoilers and you can see how, and because it's overwhelming if you're not a Game of Thrones super fan, because just the amount of characters on it, it's so gigantic, right? I mean, it's hard to keep track, but the series finale is a little bit of a bummer, but still had some cool stuff.
Well, I needed the intro, the map of the intro of Westeros, right? To see everything. So that's what I really needed. My wife quit watching after the Red Wedding. When she watched the Red Wedding, and she's like, "All right, I'm done with this. You can watch this for forever." And I'm like, I can't blame you. It's
that was one of those oh shit moments if you didn't know what was coming. But everybody who heard the Reigns of Castamere, that song, knew it was coming. All right, so number 11, or the runner-up on the list, is The Hedge Knight. Number 1. All right. By the way, the Star Wars over-under this week is 4.5. What do we got for number 10, guys?
Number 10, we have our first Star Wars book of the night. Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan, number 1. So this came out in Marvel 2015. Everyone knows this has been a hot book. Kind of controversial, and I'm going to shit on a lot of people. Probably you're going to piss me off or going to get pissed off at me. But this is the first appearance of Sabine Wren, Kanan Jarrus, Ezra Bridger, Chopper, Hera Syndulla, and Zeb Orrelios. I know a lot of people out there saying it's number 6, but I don't know. We can go back and forth on cameo, first appearance, but I feel like the deciding vote is CGC, who claims that this is the first appearance of this book. Anyway, sold 34 copies, had a 7-day trend of 120%, and had a high sale of $389 for a CGC 9.8.
Yeah, I mean, the argument for cameo first appearances or whatever, it's whatever the majority of the market dictates, regardless of what YouTuber or Instagrammer is going to try to persuade people because they're sitting on a box of, a whole bunch of them to tell you, number 6s or for content, or it's just, it's to the point where it's exhausting. Just this social media arguing over, cartoon books on cameos and first appearances. I mean, when people really started last year, really pumping 180 because in Hickman, was it Hickman's run in X-Men where he said first appearance? Well, guess what? It also says it in Marvel Universe. When Marvel Universe came out and said Wolverine's first appearance is in 180, but the collector said, well, I want Wolverine on the cover and I want the first full appearance, and that's why, Hulk 181 is the winner. Nobody wants 180 with the Abomination on the cover and no Wolverine. So there you go. Star Wars Kanan, The Last Padawan, number 1 is your first Star Wars book of the week. Will it be the last? We don't know. But Otto, what do we got for number 9?
We have Captain America number 25. Bet you didn't see this one coming here, right? Unconfirmed rumors are recirculating that Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie will take the role. Will take on the mantle of Captain America in Disney's Plus, The Falcon and Winter Soldier. March 19th, right around the corner. The rumors being supported by a recent toy image leaked showing the Falcon in a Captain America inspired costume. First seen in this issue. All right, guys. So it sold 49 copies, had a 7-day trend of 99%, had a high sale of $250 for a CGC 9.8. Look at that.
Why is it surprising anybody? I thought everybody knew he was going to be becoming Captain America.
Yeah, right? I thought that was. I mean, he got the shield for God's sake.
Yeah,
so,
right. But
I mean, I guess it just.
We talked about this months ago, right? If not,
yeah. I mean, Captain America gave him the damn shield at the end of Endgame. Oh, spoiler alert!
Right.
I thought it was known; it was a given. And I just bought a copy from my man King of the Golden State in an auction for super cheap recently too. So shout out to James for that. So number 9 on the list is Captain America number 25 from 2014. All right, what do we got next, Zach?
So next up is a cool book, man. I think this showed up last week on our list. We got Ha number 1 from Image. This is a hot new series from the writer of Ice Cream Man, W. Maxwell Prince. Sold 108 copies last week, had a high sale of $35 for an ungraded copy. Almost all the covers are still selling well. This week, the standard cover sold 51 copies, had a market trend of $13. It sold 51 copies, had a 7-day trend of 101%, and had a high sale of $34 for a raw copy. There's a couple of variants out there, the Parson and Gallagher variants, and they're holding at a market value of $300 for this set. So this is, I mean, if you're reading Ice Cream Man, W. Maxwell Prince is killing it right now. He's got this book coming out. Image is doing these new things. These are the books to pick up, these number 1s. They're hot, bro. So
it's crazy, man. It's like we see these kind of, I want to say Image is indie comic, but pretty much it's indie compared to Marvel and DC. But I mean, what we've seen so far is the reemergence of these, I won't even call them horror books. They're really kind of darker than horror, because when I think horror, I think of like EC horror, right? But these are taking it to another level of kind of dark serial killer type things. So we have remember Ice Cream Man, now we got Haha. So I like this cool trend that I see in the live chat is that people, as we go on the list, they show the number of books that they have so far. And my man Jay Saints Custom Art, 3 for 3 so far. David, sorry. You suck. No. You don't have anything, man. Shout out to my man David. All right, so let's get right to it. So number 8 on the list is very funny, motherfucker. Number 1 from Image 2021. All right, what do you got for 7, Zach?
Hot right here.
Oh, that's gonna be Otto.
This is me right here.
Otto,
right. Let's go with another one. So Star Wars, the second book. Ding, ding, ding. High Republic. Number 1. This is the Stephanie Hans variant. Not much to say about this one. This is the hottest book of the year. Continues to sell well. This one had sold 64 copies, had a 7-day trend of 93%, and had a high sale of $139.99 for a CGC 9.8 pre-sale. Probably only going to go up from there. Lucky I got a copy of this one myself. So let's see what happens with this. This is going to go off to CGC too, in my opinion. So just a killer cover, though. Love the way it looks. So fun stuff. Right? What do you think about that, guys?
Oh yeah. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite cover that they've done so far. I actually saw Sith Lordly post. I'm gonna jack this up. There was another cover he posted recently that I really liked, but I definitely like this one.
Yeah, everybody's.
Yeah, this is my favorite too. The one in 25. I think the one in 50, 125 don't show up on this list because I think they're hitting high dollar amounts. But people were saying these are huge print runs, but apparently a lot of people missed out on them, or they're buying, doubles and triples or whatever, because, they're still hitting the aftermarket trying to get these books. So it's amazing how we'll see what kind of legs it has, man. So once the reprints come out, that's when we'll see how this series is really going to do, right? Because there's already talking about second and third printings for the first issue. When's the second issue drop, Zach?
A couple weeks. The second print of this issue came out tomorrow, I believe.
Tomorrow for the rest of us.
Yeah, for you.
Today for you.
Don't pick up your books early.
Yeah. So I'm stoked to read this and see where it goes. But yes, the second printing, and then they're going to get second printings of the second appearance. I will gather that as the series goes on, there'll be more first appearances, and those books will also jump as well. You know what I mean? I seriously doubt they've introduced everybody so far. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just add them all to your pull list. So just keep them, read them, do it, whatever. But they're eventually going to come. Second printings and third printings, those are hit or miss. I don't know, which ones will be hot. Typically, second and third prints, people are going off the cover, right? I think that's the main thing on it. Like the Amazing Spider-Man number 55, those second and third prints, those are strictly based off of covers, negatives or whatever. Whereas Star Wars: The High Republic, I have a feeling like they're just going to do like internal art, like as Marvel normally does. But if you get a second or third print where it's a variant, totally different art, I think those are going to pop more so than a reprint that just regurgitates internal art from the prior comic, which Marvel does most of the time. So number 7 on the list is Star Wars: The High Republic. Number 1, the Stephanie Hans variant. What do we got for number 6?
So number 6 is going to be based off some more unconfirmed rumors here. We got Avengers number 1 from Marvel in 2010. So like I said, unconfirmed rumors that character Azari T'Challa, son of Black Panther and Storm from the X-Men, may take the reins of the Black Panther mantle in the MCU's Black Panther 2. His first appearance in this issue sold 30 copies, had a 7-day trend of 225%, and had a high sale of $23 for a raw copy. So this character actually has a couple first appearances. He's alternate universe type character, so you've seen him a couple times in different things, but this first appearance of this character in this book is the one that's kind of hot right now.
So this is, be careful. This is a unconfirmed rumor, unsubstantiated, coming from, I think, somebody's paywall or something along those lines. But all we know so far in the Black Panther is that they're not going to recast T'Challa. Whoever is going to take the mantle of the Black Panther is going to be another character not named T'Challa. So it can be really anybody, but this one is a bit of a reach because
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think so
know
too.
where his son is coming from.
Right. We're just
you
gonna get
know?
we're gonna get a flashback of him and Storm having sex, and then this dude just pops up.
Pops right out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't make.
Isn't that the story we got in Black Panther 1 with Killmonger? No one knew he existed. He's part of the royal line, and he shows back up. That's kind of like,
Yeah, so but these scoopers, they just throw shit at the wall, see what sticks. So this one, for a comic book collector, you have to think. Let's think logically here. If Storm and T'Challa had a baby, I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe he got the other girl pregnant, and maybe it's somewhere. I don't know. But it's what the people do. They're gonna spec upon news, but we're here to tell you that we haven't heard anything to that effect. So just be careful out there. Don't spend too much on it. We probably all have this book sitting on our long box, to be honest with you. So number 6 on the list is Avengers #1 from 2010. Is that, I think it's John Romita, right? John Romita cover?
yeah,
Definitely John Romita. Yeah.
All
right, what do we
blocky.
got? Yeah. What do we got for number 5?
We are back to Star Wars again. All right, here we go. Number 3, I think, if my count is right. So Star Wars: The High Republic #1, as noted with the Hans variant. This one continues to sell well. It sold 82 copies, had a 7-day trend of 92%, and a high sale of $79.99 for a CGC 9.8. So this is the one you were looking for if you could get it. So just another one of these High Republics that's selling well. So Star Wars is hot, hot, hot.
This is the 1 in 10, I think. Is this the 1 in 10?
No, this is the cover A.
Their cover A.
Cover
yeah.
A. Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Because I got this one. I got the other one. I got everyone except for like the high ratio ones, which were gone like, weeks ahead of time. So number 5 on the list is Star Wars: The High Republic #1. Hey, shout out to my man Tony Sanders for the $5 super chat. The only list that the tone supports. Thanks to the Lord for being informed and educated. Appreciate you, brother. Tony Sanders once appeared on his show to do a little show on there where we talked about comic collecting. Go check out our man Tony Sanders and his on his YouTube page. Appreciate it, brother. All right, so let's go on to the next one, boys and girls. We're halfway there. Star Wars: High Republic #1 coming in at number 5. What do we have for number 4?
Number 4 is a book we saw, I believe, last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but it's kind of stuck around. We got Future State Teen Titans #1. So this is going to be the first appearance of the Future State Red X on the last page. And it was incredibly hot last week. Sold 216 copies with a high sale of $23 for an ungraded copy. This week, it sold 75 copies, had a 7-day trend of 106%, and had a high sale of $25 for a raw copy. So this is actually going to be the cover A. We saw the cover A and B, I think, on the list last week, but it looks like cover A is the one that has the staying power here.
Wow.
So good book, man. I mean, this is actually, I've been reading all the Future State stuff.
Yep.
And some's been good. Some have been kind of lame as hell. This was a good one. The Teen Titans was cool. It's a little darker. So I'm excited to read the next one.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be more first appearances coming as they come out with more of them, right? I just wonder what the to use a pun, what the end game will be for Future State after it's done, right? And how is it going to reset everything, reboot everything? I mean, for God's sakes, isn't like the last storyline still going on? The Dark whatever.
So the kind of no. Dark Knights is done. Dark Knights Heavy Metal is done. But
yeah,
I think this week was the first you had Superman of Metropolis, which is Jonathan Kent, and it was just a 2-book series. And that's like the first one that's actually ended so far. Some of these are only 2 books, like Dark Knight or like the Batman stuff. Is like 4 books each. And I don't know, man. I kind of get the vibe that this is just like leftovers from the 5G, and DC's like, look, we already kind of were here. Let's just see what happens. They've already said they're going back to original numbering on like Batman and the big runs and stuff like that. So if there's some popularity here, it's set up that these characters could show back over, but who knows, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody remembers the Joker Who Laughs, and geez, I remember the Robin King was all over our list, and I don't even know if people are still big on the Robin King or not, but we shall see. So number 4 on the list is Future State Teen Titans #1. All right, what do we got for number 3?
We are slowly creeping up to that over right there.
You guys got surprised with this Star Wars one.
Star Wars Dr. Aphra #7. Star Wars Mania. It's been steadily driving Star Wars comics to new highs all across all publishers. Over his 34-year history, Dr. Aphra is a character that fans are eagerly await to see her appearance on Disney Plus or in the theaters. Despite the high market attention, retailers tend still to underorder Star Wars books for their shelves. These are now quickly snatched up, forcing buyers to turn to online sales. It sold 24 copies, had a 7-day trend of 348%, and had a high sale of $14.75 for a raw copy. It's going up and up and up. There we go. Star Wars.
Damn.
Man.
So I have a feeling somebody knows something. And it's from Disney and Lucasfilm, and their friends are out buying stuff up. Same thing happened with Miles Morales, and when that book started jumping. So who knows? Or maybe it's just people like saying that she has to come, right? It's inevitable that she's gonna show up. So there you go. This is still a pretty cool cover though. But remember,
this run of Dr. Aphra, man, so I read the first run and it was decent. I started reading this one. And I kind of thought it was garbage. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah. It just has not been very good in my opinion. I gave up probably around like issue 5 on this Dr. Aphra run. The character's cool, man. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, we shall see. I think obviously everybody's already priced out of the Darth Vader book, right? So everybody is snatching up everything else that they can. So, all right, number 3 on the list is Star Wars Dr. Aphra, number 7. It just came out, guys.
So, Tim, before you flip the next one, before you hit the next slide, we got people that are almost perfect here. But if they hit perfect on this one, then then I'll send them a Marvel No Prize too.
I have a feeling people already have it. I think King of Golden State has it because I saw people posting about it last week when the news dropped. But if you have number 2 on the list, your bingo card is filling up quickly. What do we got for number 2?
Yeah, dude, this is a crazy one. Slingers number 0 from Marvel and Wizard in 1998. So once again, we got an unconfirmed rumor that Sony Pictures is developing a Dusk film, which will end up being a Spider-Man related character that first appeared in Slingers number 0. This issue, a free preview bundled with Wizard number 88, sold 33 copies, had a 7-day trend of 666%. That's a sign of the devil, bro. Get rid of this shit. And had a high sale of $35 for a raw copy. Dude, this character blows.
This reminds me of the Madam Web stuff, right? It's just coming out of a little bit of nowhere. This is, like I said, these are. You guys remember what happened with Madam Web, and so if you have this, God bless you. But yeah, man, Slingers. It was like a team of like C-level Spider-Man adjacent type characters.
Horrible.
I have a hard time believing that Sony is going to be doing a Dusk film. But hey,
I have a hard time thinking they're going to do a Madam Web film.
Yeah, right.
I think that got the kibosh, but but I guess they got to do what they got to do, but this is the first I've heard of this. I reached out to my man, Mikey Sutton. He hasn't heard anything about Dusk coming. There's been a lot of stories about Spider-Man 2099 and all these other things. So, if you find this in your dollar bin box, go for it. But going up 666%. Truly, there's some evil mechanisms at work here. So number 2 on the list is Swingers number 0, the Wizard World Wizard free comic. That's at least it's a cool comic. It's not just some random Slingers number 1 or something. But all right, so I think the over under was 4.5. So what are we at right now? So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4 Star Wars books.
Yep.
All right. So let's go. We got Kanan,
and
Star Wars. We got this Star Wars High Republic, and we got this one. So in this, so right now I said a 4.5. This is the make or break book. What do we got for number 1, Otto?
And dig. You hit the over. Bam.
Skadoosh.
There you go. The 1 in 25 Jenny Frazone variant. As mentioned above, most comic retailers don't meet the incentive requirements of ordering a minimum of 25 copies to get you 1 copy of this variant. Supply could not keep up with demand, making this the most in-demand book of the week. It sold 20 copies, had a 7-day trend of 1,283%. That's sickening. And had a high sale of $250 for a raw copy. Talk about FOMO, people. My God. Holy shit.
But it just goes to show you that even though it had a 1,200% increase, it was only selling for $250, meaning it was it was just sitting around for super cheap. And then people are just, I mean, this cover looks better than the other one, but you know, so I didn't know why people are getting, like I said, I think people are priced out of the Darth Vader book, which is our first appearance, right? But you know, like I showed the guys earlier in the live chat. So Star Wars, Dr. Aphra, number 7, the Jenny Friesen variant coming in at number 1. So let me go full screen. And there's sometimes people make mistakes, man. And I was showing the guys in our private chat that somebody bought a fantasy masterpiece, number whatever, the reprint of the first appearance of Mephisto, and it sold for $800 something.
Yep. No, 1,100.
1,100. So I don't know if they actually thought it was the first appearance, because the eBay sell looked a little bit suspicious, saying it was Silver Surfer number 3, and only one person bid on it. So unless there's a thing about what is it, fantasy masterpiece, whatever, it's basically the reprint run of Silver Surfer Bronze Age series. And I was amazed at that. First of all, the first appearance of Mephisto is going crazy, but you know what? I got a special AOK today, and why don't you guys say hello to the live chat? I'm gonna open it up in front of everybody. It's gonna be. Hold on.
All right, take your time, Zach. Who do you see in the live chat? You got a couple of guys you're seeing right there.
You guys, talk to people.
We got everyone in here, bro. 170 in the live chat. We got all the usual suspects. I'm seeing a couple new people, but let's call out some of these people. Let's see. James from King of the Golden State. He had 8 out of 10. What do we got? Boston Chowda had 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Sparks Comics 7 out of 10. You seen any higher ones?
What could this be?
I don't know. That's like a wall display or something.
It's from our friend Fletcher Fox. Well, you guys go ahead and do that. I'll mute myself. You guys don't hear me tearing the box apart.
Yeah.
But,
Paul Santos got 5 out of 10. DJ V-Man 4 out of 10.
Where were you sitting on it? Jay Saints had 8 out of 10.
I was 2 out of no, I have I was 4 for 10.
I got 5. I was 5 out of 10.
Yep. Zach, speaking of the High Republic or the Future State stuff, Roger's been doing a review on it on 3 Minute Basement every week. He really liked that one. What did you think of Swamp Thing?
You know, okay, so obviously I don't pull my punches at all. And I'm just, like I said, on that Kanan, I'm talking shit, man, probably pissing people off. You know, someone in the chat here a couple shows ago was like, oh, you have to read Swamp Thing. It's really good. And I read it, and I thought it was decent. And I know some people were talking about it in the chat also, but honestly, it wasn't blown out of the water. I feel like everyone's acting like it was so amazing.
All right. Well, interesting. Just good to hear 2 perspectives of it. You know what I mean? Rogers and yours, both opinions that I respect. So that's awesome.
It was cool, but I didn't think I wasn't like, holy shit. You know what I mean?
All right.
It seems like some people are, though. So,
yeah. Let me go full screen and show
Is that a lightsaber?
No, it's not.
This is
first of all, there's a note from my man Fletcher Fox. TiVo, thanks for being so cool and for spending all that time in that chair, bringing us all those scoops and killer beats. I wish this bat would have turned out better. The logo looks a little bit crappy, but probably graded at an 8.5. Hope you still like it, though. A brother of the long box, Fletcher Fox. Really appreciate it, bro. As you can tell with the hat I'm wearing, you probably know where this is going. It's encased in this.
Yeah. It's a great case alone.
Yeah. So, as you can tell, it's probably a MC Hammer signed bat. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Rest in peace to Hammer and Hank Aaron. Just passed away. Okay. Oh, man. I think it broke off of the display, but
that's a great case right there. Look at that. No way. This is like packed well, everything like that.
Okay. It's getting there.
Well, you have bubble wrap for the next year.
I know, right? And we'll be selling slabs pretty soon with this.
Yeah. Shout out to Fletcher Fox. Good guy in all the live chats all the time. He's always active.
Oh, my God. This is too cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. Genuine Timvo Lords of the Long Box with the Oakland A's logo.
Oh, that is dope, man. Look at that.
Woo. Love it. Genuine TiVo Lords of the Long Box. Nice.
Yeah, man. Fletcher Fox is the real deal, man.
He is. This is so cool and so, it's so personal because he knows that I'm an Oakland A's fan, I'm a Warriors fan, I'm a Sharks fan, except for I'm a Washington football Redskin fan, but I'm still in recovery from that. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
This is so dope, man. Thank you so much. First time I got my name on a bat.
Look at that.
Who can say that?
Yeah.
Who can say that? They got their own name.
Bat.
You can get with this and you can get with that. So I'll be taking this to cons with me. You know what time it is. Keep on talking that shit, see what happens, but I appreciate you, man.
Are you going to be like Will Ferrell from Step Brothers and get it signed by
why wouldn't you?
Randy Jackson?
Why wouldn't you get it signed by Randy Jackson if you ever see him? But
have Randy Jackson's signature on his samurai sword.
Why wouldn't you, right? This is so cool, man. Really appreciate you, Fletcher Fox. I am going to figure out how to put this up. Unfortunately, the stand is a little, but I can glue it. So I'm gonna.
Dude, that's dope.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it behind me here as soon as I have room to fix everything. So, shout out to Fletcher Fox, man. Really appreciate this, bro. Wow.
Dude, that's pretty cool. Right, and it matches too. It matches the hoodie. It matches the logo.
Oh, that's what you had the hat on today, man. So there you go. Spring training's right around the corner, baby. All right. So thank you guys all for joining us. Any last words, Otto?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody. It's good to see everybody tonight. Please check out 3 Men in the Basement. We have our 2,500 subscriber giveaway going on right now. Comment, subscribe, get us up there. We've got a lot of things going on with the channel. We have our big 3 Men in the Basement comic crawl this Saturday. If you're in the Northeast region in the tri-state area, please try to make it. Contact Roger or myself or Dave in a Cave. It's going to be a great time. And that's about it. And, I guys wanted to give a shout out to our boy, Vancouver Comic Junkie. Go check out his channel. He's got lots of cool stuff and lots of great insight on everything. So it's been a great community. It's good to see everybody. And, today is my father's anniversary. Today would have been my father's 88th birthday. God rest his soul. Jumpin' Joe, my father. I didn't put any comic book posts on Instagram today, but I did get a lot of comments from a lot of people in the community, giving their thoughts and prayers to me as what I would have celebrated my birthday or his birthday today. So that just means a lot to me, you guys. And thank you very much for that. And I'll leave it at that. Okay.
You know what else is crazy? It was so at the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, it's also Eddie Van Halen's birthday.
Is
so
it really?
A lot of weird anniversaries today, man.
Yeah.
But so he goes, keep it. I said, I already keep 2 bats in my car because I keep it in a softball. I used to play softball, but I don't play anymore. But I leave it in there just in case I get pulled over while you have a bat. Well, I'm playing softball. It's in the game. There's a glove in there too, but it's also my be cool stick. So if somebody steps up, then be cool. Manimal, any last words?
No, man, just glad to be here. Like I said, go Chiefs for the Super Bowl. Justin and I still bumping out some of those podcasts. So if you can get a chance, check out our podcast, the Comic-Con podcast on Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever it's at. We do like a weekly one. We drop every Friday. And then so far I've been dropping a couple Mutant Mondays. Otto, you got to check out my Mutant Mondays. Let me know.
I'm going to definitely check it out. When I get time to sit down and check it out, I'm definitely going to geek out to the mutants.
Just all X-Men stuff all the time. We got an email account that we take voicemails, questions and stuff. Please send them to us. It's at comicconpodcast@gmail.com. Everything's there on that link I just posted in the chat. And really appreciate it, man. Hope everything goes well for everyone. I know the weather's getting cold. Everyone hang in there. Yeah, man. That's all.
Yeah, man. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you Thursday for the Shakers list. We got another banging Shakers list. Until next time, boys and girls, keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.
Now let's do this. Rewind, select and come again. Pull up that from the top to the very last.
Who are you to make their lives bitter in hard bondage? In this you shall know that the Lord is faithful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, do it. We're here. We're back. Five greatest heroes. Their mission to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
When it comes, I won't even notice. Oh, how so? I'll be too busy looking good.